Good morning children. Last class we learned geometry, types of lines and basics of geometry and how to draw a line segment. Children, today we are going to learn fractions. These fractions we have learned already in class 2, but again I will teach you from first. Okay children, let's revise first, then we will move on to today's topic. Draw a line segment MN is equals to 4 centimeter. For this we have to draw a line of any length and name it as A, B. Take end point and name it as M, and with M as center. Children, take M as a starting point. It should be placed near 0 and you have to mark it at 4, from 0 to 4, and name it as N. So Mn is equals to 4 centimeter. Mn is equals to 4 centimeter. Draw a line of any length. Take a point with M. Okay, from M take 4 centimeter and mark N and write it as 4 centimeter. Okay children, this is how we have to draw a line segment. Now let's move on to today's topic, fractions. Fractions. What is a fraction, children? A part of a whole. Let me start from first. Okay, last class we learned, but let me explain from the first. See children, if I have a full cake, that is whole cake. Okay, let me draw nicely. Children, this is consider this as a cake. Okay, a full cake, that is a whole part. Whole na full part. Okay, whole na it is full, one full. Whole means it is full, one full part. Okay, one full. Okay, so children, I have taken this cake. If I want to share with my sister, okay, I want this cake to be shared with my sister. Okay, so what will I do? I will cut into 2 equal halves, isn't it? 2 equal halves. This part is called whole part, one whole part. This full cake is called one whole part. One whole. Okay, copy this in your classwork first. The next drawing you can copy it again. First copy this first. One whole. Okay, now what I am going to do is, to share with my sister, I am going to divide into 2 equal halves. Okay, I am going to divide into 2 equal halves. So I am cutting this into 2 parts. I am cutting this cake into 2 halves. Okay, so one cake is divided into 2 now, isn't it? One cake is divided into 2. One cake is divided into 2 now. So this part is the half part of the cake, isn't it? Half part of the whole cake. And this is the half part of the whole cake. Okay. So, when a cake is divided into 2 equal parts, this is called half part. Half part. 1 by 2 is half part. Okay, now what happens? 2 more friends came to my house. So I want to share with them too. So I am dividing this cake again. So I have divided this cake again. I have divided into half first. Again I divided with the equal part. So 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. One cake is divided into 4 parts. Okay, one cake is divided into 4 parts. and each part is called quarter part. 1 quarter. 1 quarter part of the whole, 1 quarter part of the whole, 1 quarter part of the whole, 1 quarter part of the whole. So quarter part. 1 quarter part. Okay, so quarter part will represent as 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4. So fraction is a part of a whole. Part of a whole. This is a whole part. This is a whole, isn't it? It is a part of a whole. Now this whole is divided into equal parts. This whole is divided into equal parts, and this equal part is a fraction of a whole. This each equal parts is the fraction of a whole. The whole part is divided into equal parts. Each equal parts is the fraction of the whole, isn't it? That's what a part of a whole is, a fraction. Usually fraction is represented by a numerator and a denominator. It is represented by a numerator and denominator. Numerator represented by n, denominator d. The number at the top, for example, I told you, 1 by 2 half, 1 by 4, 1 quarter part. The number at the top is called numerator. The number at the top is called numerator, and the number at the down is called denominator. We all studied this last year. Just for your reminder, I am taking this. Okay. So the number at the top is called numerator, and the number that is present down is called denominator. Okay, children. So write in fraction. Now the numerator is 4, denominator is 9. We know always numerator at the top and denominator comes down, that is n by d is a concept, isn't it? So numerator at the top, denominator at the down. What is the number in the numerator? It is 4. Isn't it? To write in fraction, write 4 at the top, and denominator, what is the number? 9. So 4 by 9 is the answer. N by D. Numerator by denominator. Understood, children? So numerator n is equals to 6. Denominator d is equals to 11. That is fraction. To write in fraction, numerator by denominator. What is the numerator here? 6, isn't it? Write 6 at the top. And what is the denominator at here? It is 11. So write 11 at the bottom. So 6 by 11 is the fraction. For example, if they given denominator first and numerator second, what will you do? Here in this they have given denominator first, it is 13, and numerator as 5. We know fraction is numerator by denominator. Numerator at the top and denominator at the bottom, isn't it? Numerator by denominator. Always numerator comes at the top. So what you have to do, if they given like this also, what you have to do, take the numerator first, 5 by the denominator, 13. Okay. Look, what is the number they have given? Denominator 13, numerator 5, isn't it? So numerator by denominator, like numerator at the top first, then write the denominator at the bottom. 5 by 13. To confuse you people, they will be giving like this. So don't get confused, children. Always remember this concept, numerator by denominator, n by d. Wherever numerator it is n, wherever denominator is d. So write numerator at the top and denominator at the bottom. Okay. So now children, write the fraction for the shaded portion. So we are going to write the fraction for this shaded portion. Totally how many parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. You know n by d is the concept. Always denominator represents the total number of parts. Total number of parts. How many parts are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, isn't it? So 4. Okay, numerator denotes the number that is shaded, the part that is shaded. How many part it is shaded? Here it is shaded. It may also, sometimes they may ask unshaded portion also. Here it is shaded, isn't it? So how many part here it is shaded? 1. Isn't it? So numerator denotes the number of shaded part, and here the denominator denotes total number of parts. So next one. Children, we have to write in fraction, that is n by d, numerator by denominator, isn't it? So first count the total number of parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total number of parts is 8. Always denominator denotes the total number of parts, isn't it? So the total number of parts is 8. Numerator denotes the number of parts shaded. Okay. So look at the parts that is shaded 1, 2, 3. So how many parts are shaded? 3 parts are shaded. So 3 by 8. The fraction is 3 by 8. Here now here we are going to write it in fraction, isn't it? So first write total number of parts. 1, 2, 3. So total number of parts are 3, should be placed in the denominator. Number of parts shaded. How many parts are shaded here? Only one part is shaded. So write 1 by 3. Okay children. Next example. So we have to write in fraction now. Now count the total number of parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Total number of parts are 10, isn't it? So we have to write the numerator now. Shaded parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So number of parts shaded is 4. So 4 by 10 is the answer. Children, I think you understood how to write the fraction for the shaded portion. Let's see fraction for the unshaded portion in the next class. See you in the next class, children. Thank you.